the listing presentation script. Now remember, there are 3 parts to the listing presentation. There's the 1-minute presentation, the CMA presentation, and the price objection script. We're going to go through all 3. Are you ready? Hi, thanks again for having me over. I'm excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold. Do you mind if I take a quick look at your home? I wrote down 3 really important questions for you. Number 1, do you absolutely have to sell your home? And number 2, will you price your home to sell, or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time? And number 3, do you want me to handle the sale for you? At the end of my presentation, one of 3 things will happen. Number 1, you'll have the opportunity to list your home with me, or number 2, you'll decide not to list your home with me, or number 3, I'll decide not to take your listing. Any one is fine. Let's quickly take a moment and review the questions I asked you over the phone. You said you're moving to blank, right? And you said you're moving because of blank. And you said you had to be there by blank, correct? And you would like to price your home at blank, right? Now, you weren't planning on selling it yourself, were you? You did want your money out, correct? Now, there are only 2 issues we need to look at today. Number 1, your motivation to sell this home, and number 2, the price we set for your home. I have prepared what we call a comparative market analysis. There are 2 parts to this research. Part 1 we call Fantasyland, what homeowners list homes for, and part 2 we call Reality, what real estate professionals like myself list and sell homes for. We're going to have to decide today where you're going to spend your time. The purpose of the comparative market analysis is to determine the value of your home in the eyes of a buyer. Do you know how buyers determine value? Buyers determine value by comparison shopping. They look at the price of your home based on its features and benefits and compare it with the features and benefits of similar homes that have sold recently or are currently on the market. Does that make sense? For example, if you were purchasing a new car and one dealership had the car for $20,000 and the other dealership had the same car for $20,000, but it had a CD player and fancy rims, which car would be more valuable? Why? What if the first dealership put the car with no CD player and rims on sale for $15,000? Which would be the better value then? Why? Exactly. So if you want to increase value, A, lower the price, or B, have more features and benefits for the same price. Does that make sense? Good. So unless you plan to add more features and benefits to your home, are you? Price is the only issue. Can I show you what I mean? Now this is where you're going to go through each property that you have for comparables, and you're going to ask the seller these questions, and you're going to let them answer them back to you. Are you ready? This home is just like yours. How many bedrooms? How many baths? How many square feet? Do you know this area? Have you seen this house? Your house is better. What price are they asking? Look how long it's been on the market. You need to be in blank by blank, right? What price do you feel we should use to create value in the eyes of a buyer to get somebody to decide to buy your home versus the competition? Now that you've seen these prices, I'm going to recommend a price of blank. Based on what we know, do you blank want to list your home with me tonight for that price? All we need to do now is simply sign the contract so that I can help you get what you want in the time you want. Won't that be great? Now, if you and the seller cannot come to an agreement on price, you need to continue into the price objection script. Blank, what price do you absolutely have to have? Ouch! Based on that, there are a couple real important questions I need to ask you. Specifically, why do you feel your home is blank more than your neighbor's? Blank, in today's marketplace, that simply means you've brought your home up to selling standards, right? Because all homes need blank, right? Let me ask you a question. If a buyer wants to buy your home, but they plan to get rid of the blank the moment they buy your home, how much is it worth then? Exactly. Did you add that to your home for the next buyer or for your own enjoyment? If you were purchasing a home and two similar homes were for sale, one for blank and one for blank, which would you buy? Wouldn't you want to use that extra blank to do what you wanted to the home? Don't you feel most buyers would think just like you? Of course they would. That's why I'm going to recommend a price of blank. Based on what we know, do you want to list your home for that price tonight? All we need to do now is simply sign the contract so that I can help you get what you want in the time you want. Won't that be great?